the lemon Perrier. First, first taste. Oh, it reminds me of my Nana's homemade carrot cake she would make. Yo, yo, yo! What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of What the Fizz, which is sparkling reviews for fools. What we got here today? What's up? What we got here today? Today we have the Perrier. I think we're rounding out the last of the couple Perriers here, man. Perrier peach in the bottle. Perrier lemon in the bottle. Citron. Yep. Two of these bad boys, which I've had plenty of times, but they're very good, very good. And we're going to take a little bit of a review here to round out a little bit of the Perriers. I'm not sure how much we got left to review on this guy for this season, but let's give this guy a go. Oof. First taste. I'm sure you know all the spiel on this guy here with what it comes down to with, but I'll give you a rundown anyway, just so you know what I'm talking about here. 1 liter guys like this usually be about around the $2.69 mark, or you're going to get the 2 for $5 on the deal. You get one of the big packs there, it's going to be about $7.99, or on sale be about $5.99, $6.99 that price point. Obviously it's 1 liter, 0 calories. Let's get started. Peach, first taste. Also, I have to say, reminiscent of the fuzzy peaches and the classic mom and pop peach drink, but it's actually very good in a different way. It's a little bit more subtle and the carbonation is a lot higher, so for that reason I freaking really love this one. Peach Perrier, very underrated. You don't get it as much at the stores as like some of the other flavors and stuff like that too, which I find is quite sad because it's fantastic, and I just implore you all to give it a go, because the first taste on this guy here, I'm gonna have to give this a decent rating. First taste on the Peach Perrier, gonna give that one a 9.4. Just reason being, it flows really nicely, and I'm a flavor of that mid to higher range carbonation as well. They do such a fantastic job. Taste is subtle, let's say, compared to the Aha Peach and Honey. That one, taste is kind of subtle in comparison, but they do their own thing, right? They got their own branding of it, their own special, magical way that they want to do it. So they do a fantastic job with that. So it was a 9.4 with the first taste, which leads us to the aftertaste, which is also going to be 9.4. Balance on that guy here. They do a very good job at balancing it with that subtle flavor, right? It kind of comes up, resonates well, so you can let it linger in your mouth a little bit and then let it come down a little bit of burn there. Not too much as compared to the other ones, but you know, you get what I'm saying. It's actually very good. 9.4 on that for the balance. Getting in here to the smoothness, the factor of smoothness on this, really not too much to complain about, because there isn't anything to complain about on this. Double checking. Could they do a little bit more to boost the smoothness? I'm sure, but when you think of like peaches, and you think of it being in a drink form, and you think of it being in a carbonated water form, I mean, ideally, this is the way to go, right? It's not too much. It's not too much over the top, overbearing, nothing like that. They do a fantastic job. I would say that the smoothness factor on this is definitely going to be a 9.1. Flavor on this, is more subtle, right? Again, sometimes less is more, and this is an exact case of where less is more. It's actually really fantastic in this kind. So I would say with the less is more, the flavor, 9.0, 9.0, that's what we're going to call it there. We're going to round this all up here to about a 9.3 for that overall value, baby, you and me, because I just have to give it a high rating. I just very biased towards like the peach and the apple when it comes to the Perrier. They just do a really good job, and it's not something that I get to have too often, but at the same time, it works out really well, and it's definitely something that's going to be a buyback for sure. Moving along. What we got here? The lemon Perrier. First taste. Oh, it reminds me of my Nana's homemade carrot cake she would make. She would make this like, it's kind of like a round, like a butt cake. Is that what it's called? Like a round like carrot cake, right? There's just like a yellowish white on the inside, and it's like, you know, carrot orangish brown on the outside, right? And she would have that always in the fridge, right? So it's like, oh, have a slice of cake. You have a slice of the cake. Have a slice of the cake, right? So I would always have the cake. It's terrible, terrible. She sounds a lot sweeter than that. But always be spoiled growing up Italian, you know, on that side of the family. You know, she'd be cooking everything. It's her and my mom, like everything, all the relatives, fantastic. Anyway, so thank you for that and all that you've done for me. And you know, oh, I'm so blessed to have had all that food and everything too. But what I'm getting at here is, once in a while she would have that cake, right? She would have like this special one where it's like a little bit of that tiramisu kind of filling in it, and then you have like that lemon that she would kind of paint along the top. And whenever they would have that one would be gone the fastest for sure. But you know, sometimes you just wait a little bit. You have the normal one in the fridge all the time, and the other one's just like, you know, once every 3 months that guy pops up, and they do a really fantastic job. And credit for that, because I miss that cake. It's fantastic, and this is the closest thing in drink form that reminds me to that. So, you know, gonna be a little bit biased here with the nostalgia factor, and obviously with the taste lingering there. But when it comes to lemon, if you're expecting a lemon drink, this is like that, right? It's like if you had lemon, but you had a little bit more sugar to lemon. Not quite like the lemon fruit you would be biting into, but it's a lot more on the very, very sweet side. But the good news is it's without all the sugar and the calories. So it's a win-win, every angle. First taste we're going to do here is about 9.2. Aftertaste 9.2 as well, because it flows very nicely. It does such a fantastic job illuminating all of that great A flavor, man. Hell yeah. So they got that all amped up there, and it's definitely worth the value. Balance on that, the fact that they took it and they made it so smooth with that mid to higher range carbonation. They just knocked it out of the park with that one. So there'll be a 9.3 in the balance. That's the way I feel on that. Huh. So we got the smoothness here coming up. Just reminds me of that subtle, that icing, lemon icing. You know, it's almost like the pudding, right? Like how I was saying in the video with the lime Perrier, I believe. You were saying how they got like that lime pudding icing stuff that you paint on the cake or whatever, and that's like this, but it's just like the homemade version from my nana, and it's just fantastic. And it just like smoothness factor on this is just very smooth. Like even now, it's long gone. I already swallowed this MFer a little while ago, and I'm still resonating really well with that. I got to give that credit. Major props to the smoothness on this one. 9.6. Hell yeah. Flavor again. I'm biased on this guy here, but major props on this one. 9.6 on the flavor. I think that's going to let this sit around so this sit probably overall value around a 9.3. I think that's a little fair, right? 9.2, 9.3. 9.3, we're going to sit there with the overall value. It seems to bring a lot out. It's just very fruitful, very full, whole. It gives you a lot, right? Perrier, not often does Perrier leave you wanting more, right? So definitely another buyback on this one here. Definitely worth it. And you know what is a weird thing that I found is, when are these guys going to come out with Perrier needs to get on Perrier and Bubbly, I think, specifically. You know, with all these flavors they got, they need a variety pack, you know, or at least in Canada, I haven't seen it. So it'd be nice if they had some sort of variety pack. You know, they had like a 24 pack that you can get, and you know, 4 different flavors of each one, that sort of thing. Like, that'd be a great idea, right? It's a good selling point, and especially it's like a kind of like a sampler. You know, like they do like the Rickards wet, red, white, dark, you know, blonde, whatever the heck. You know, they do all that stuff. Honey brown. Whatever they do that, you get a little taster packet, and it's just great because you get the taste of every flavor, and then whichever one you like the most, you're going to go back and you're going to buy it. It's going to be better for sales and marketing for them too. Just an idea. I don't know. I'm not the biggest expert. I don't work for them, but at the same time, I love enjoying and indulging in their products, and they're fantastic. So we're going to move right along. What are we moving along to? We move along to what's called the Final Fusion. What is the Final Fusion, you ask? Final Fusion. Take a little dab of this guy right on the tongue till I'm done. Take a little dab of this guy. Just get a little bit of that enjoyment there of just getting I'm just gonna like burn out. But yeah, I just dab this a little bit on the tongue just because I'm a crazy person. Then I have a little hit of those two, and then we just see what kind of face I make and see if you laugh. And if not, then you're probably peacing out of this video. So let's see how this bad boy goes. Oh, spill everywhere. Dude, sorry to disappoint. It's one of the smoothest ones I've ever had. It's like my insides are just like coating themselves with all the protectiveness for the hot sauce. I just handle it no problem. Just built up this extreme tolerance, which I already had. Because I've already been addicted in love with hot sauce this whole time. It never always fared well with the waters, but it seems like either this concoction works great or I'm becoming invincible. Iron Man over here. Not really. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys tuning in, as always. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video and all the videos, of course, that I do. And I hope you guys drop a like or maybe throw in a little bit of that subscription, a hint of a subscription in there. And hope to see you guys in the next video. So with that being said, I hope you guys stay real, and I will absolutely stay caveman. Thank you for watching.